guys ready? Good evening, and it's not really that good because we lost a toddler last night. This is another tragic situation that just hurts beyond description. Person's life before they even got to live it. This toddler was taken away from us at the hands of someone that they trusted. I am happy to report that an individual is in custody and has been charged with the murder of this 2-year-old Saint. My heart breaks for this family and the pain that they're going through. I spoke with the mother. She was with her pastor when we spoke. And she asked that the name of her child remain undisclosed. And I assured her that we will not do that. Mount Vernon is grieving right now, and we grieve with them. Our heart is broken again after losing another one of our children. And I assured the mother, like I assured Nadine McKenzie, that we will be there every step of the way, from holidays to the days they least expect it, because we are one Mount Vernon family, and we are going to stick together. I ask that the people of this city and the people throughout New York keep this family in their prayers, and we respect their wishes for privacy. And I want to thank the Mount as swiftly and quickly as possible. As for not having experience, I think the results show very clearly that I will continue to challenge anyone and everyone to deliver the results that they continue to deliver for our city under the leadership of our Police Commissioner, Sean Harris. Without further, I'm going to ask Commissioner Harris to provide some remarks and details about the situation leading to the arrest and charge of this animal that's now behind bars.
Thank you, Mayor. In the evening of April 16th, a 2-year-old boy was found unconscious in his bed by his mother after her returning home from work. The toddler was transported to Montefiore Mount Vernon Hospital by his mother and father in their personal vehicle. Life-saving measures by the emergency room personnel were unsuccessful, and the child was declared deceased at approximately 7 p.m. last night. Mount Vernon police detectives immediately began searching for the child's father for questioning. After an extensive search, he was located and detained for questioning by our detectives last night. Based on our preliminary investigation, moments ago, Lloyd Scott was charged and booked with murder in the second degree for the death of one of God's angels. At this time, this is an ongoing investigation. It's in the early stages, and the Mount Vernon Police Department is investigating it with the assistance of other local law enforcement partners. The tragic death of any human being is hard enough to deal with. But the death of a child, a toddler, is one of the hardest calls for a police officer to respond to and to investigate. As the mayor said before, most of us are parents, and this hits home. Our prayers go out to the family, the friends, and the loved ones of this young child. At this time, I want to congratulate the men and women of the Mount Vernon Police Department who worked very hard on this case from the beginning and to help bring this investigation to a successful conclusion. At this time, I would like to introduce some of those members that helped bring this investigation to this conclusion at this time. Standing to my right is Chief Richard Zadie, Lieutenant Anthony McKeechin. To my left, right behind me, Lieutenant Robert Scott. And to my left, Deputy Chief Roy Hastings. And I'm going to allow Lieutenant McKeechin, the commanding officer of the Detective Division, to introduce the members of his team that investigated this case. Thank you.
Good evening. It is my pleasure to introduce you the detectives who worked constantly and tirelessly overnight to get justice for this family. Directly behind me, I have the lead investigator, who is Detective Brent Gamble. I have my executive officer, Sergeant Vincent Stefano. Behind him is Detective Nicholas Smith. And I also have Sergeant Wendell Griffin, who is currently in charge of the major case unit. Thank you.
We'll take questions, but I just want to add 2-year-olds, they love to play, they love to sing, they love to learn, they love to imagine, they love to dare, they love to explore. And as a father, of a 5-year-old and a 2-year-old. Thank you.
We're waiting for, So we're waiting for the preliminary report from the medical examiner's office. Remember, this happened yesterday evening, and it's in its infancy, the investigation. And as we get more, we will provide more through our press releases.
Did you have enough to charge him with murder? What do you think happened? Was there evidence of trauma? Was there physical abuse?
Based on the preliminary investigation statements and things uncovered during that investigation, through the collaboration with the Westchester District Attorney's Office, it was recommended that we charge him appropriately with murder in second degree.
Any history of child abuse or anything on that apartment, in that family?
None to our knowledge at this time. None reported.
Commissioner, was the father fleeing when you said you found him later? You were searching for him. Was he fleeing?
Well, I can't speak to his intent, but we looked for him, we found him, and we brought him in, and he is where he is now, where he belongs, behind bars.
Where did you find him?
Say again?
Where did you find him?
That would be put out later, but it's through this investigation. But we found him. And the important things that we have him. Yeah.
Was the father the suspect that made you look for the father right away?
Well, that goes without saying when you're going through the steps in the investigation. So you want to question certain people that had contact, and he was one of them.
How old is Lloyd Scott? Is there any other child in the household?
No. No other children in the household.
How old is he?
How old is who? 2 years old.
Mr. Scott.
Mr. Scott was about 34. 34.
Is the mother an FBI worker?
I can neither confirm nor deny that at this time.
Do you know the origin of the child?
Are you a member of the press?
No, sir.
Thank you. Members of the press may ask questions.
Commissioner, you said you were searching for the suspect. How long was that search before you located and detained him?
Several hours. It was reported. He may have been arraigned already. I'm not going to make any comments regarding that right now.
Can you tell us what
At this time, but we're still actively looking into that. Comments on that now until we. That's part of the investigation. So, thank you. Pray for this child and continue to support. And if anybody has any 665-2510.